Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. Got it right? My name's Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading for, what am I doing? Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in all placements. And it's timeless and general, so take what resonates. And if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They are all timeless and all placements as well. I'm going to start with the wisdom of the oracle and get the baseline of the story for you, and then pick some other cards, decks, things. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm doing this a little later in the day than usual, so who knows? Who knows how my brain is going to be working? I'm used to doing this super early. Jojo made it. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining. Good morning. I don't even think it's morning anymore. I don't know what time it is. Thanks for joining. Hello. Good day to you, sir. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right, let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for water signs. Ooh, we've got exchanging gifts. Number 27. Chop wood in protection, number 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. And blessed, number 22. Twos are showing up a lot here. Let's see. Okay. This looks really good. There's something here about you exchanging gifts, and it can be, actual presents. But I'm really getting that it's about some kind of gift that you have, that you bring to the world. Something you're really good at, talented at. Something that's really meaningful to you that people want. It's something specific. It's something specialized, possibly. I love this picture because we have the cat here, and it's got this little piece of confetti. And I think, like, well, who wants a piece of confetti? What do you even do with that? But to the cat, that's really important. This is something that is really meaningful to it, and it wants to share something important, something that's really meaningful for it with others. And so it's kind of this idea that you're sharing what's meaningful to you, and then you're graciously receiving what other people have to share. And it's not necessarily something that is relevant to you, that you can necessarily use, but it's like, wow, thank you for giving me something that's so important to you. And it really does, speak to maybe you're bartering your time, your energy, your resources. She's coming out of the box. There's maybe you're like this unexpected gift for somebody, and they're like, I don't have much to give you, but I want you to know that I appreciate you for showing up. And there's so much excitement around this. Like, you bring the confetti with you. And then whatever it is that you're offering to people, they're just like, oh my God, I want to give back to you. I don't know how, but I'll give you what I can. And so with chopwood in reverse, this speaks to not being an armchair astronaut, that there's something that I keep getting like some kind of skill, ability, something that you have to offer the world that maybe you've been thinking about giving, giving of yourself in some way for a while, but you haven't taken the steps yet. And this is the universe saying, it's time. It's time for you to spread the love because you're you have huge blessings coming from this. And it could be something that feels relatively, I don't know, I don't know about mundane, but it's like it's something that it comes pretty easily to you. You may feel like it's not that big of a deal, that you just naturally have some kind of thing where you're like, oh yeah, it's easy, it's fun, whatever. Um, and maybe that's one of the reasons why you haven't taken action on it because for you, you feel like, well, why would anybody even care about this thing? Because for me, it's just like, whatever. But it's recognizing that you have this thing, this skill, this ability for some reason, for some reason, for a very specific reason, because you're meant to share it with the world. Other people don't have this thing. It doesn't come easy to them the way it does to you. And through actually taking some kind of steps to bring it to people, you're going to end up with amazing blessings, um, far beyond what you have imagined or hoped for. So many people are here. So many. I don't know. There's a lot of chatting. I'll just say that. Darlene Lisa is here. Yay. I'm so glad you're here. And the magician made it as well. Thanks so much for coming. Wonderful to see you guys. I don't know how do I just want to see if there's anybody else I missed. So it's JoJo, Darlene Lisa, and the magician so far. Awesome. Yay. Okay. I think I'm good. Anyway, let me keep going. Let's go with the Light Seers deck. Get some more clarification on what's going on here. This looks really, really exciting. Like there's something here about needing to recognize your worth and what you have to bring to the table, realizing that it is something really special, even if it feels like not that big of a deal to you. Six of Cups. Two of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I need my book. Book. Okay. Six of Cups. This is a very sweet energy. Maybe you're dealing with somebody from your past, or there's somebody here that you want to exchange your time, your energy, your love, your resources with. But the Two of Cups in reverse is detachment, irreconcilable differences, misunderstanding. And Ten of Pentacles in reverse is business failure, isolation, financial insecurity, disinheritance. So there's a it's like there's a detachment here from somebody. Something failed. Maybe this was some like a business partner, um where somebody that you've known for a long time, you've been in partnership with for a long time, or you've known them for a long time, and you got into this partnership and it didn't work out. Somehow it failed, and so it makes me, well, I'm gonna have to pick more cards, but I feel like this could be a part of why you haven't been taking any action towards doing something new. Maybe you're in the process of healing, of grieving, mourning the loss of somebody from your life. It's kind of it feels like the breakup of a marriage or a long-term connection. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it's something where this was there's a strong soul bond here. Maybe there's some kind of lesson in this connection. Something didn't work out or hasn't been working out. It's coming to a close, possibly, because it's like, I don't know, you could be feeling isolated from this person because of a misunderstanding. Maybe there's a misunderstanding that caused some kind of financial loss or financial insecurity. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let's see. I'm going to go with the mystical moments. Star crossing. Star crossing spirituality my way. Hello. Thanks for joining. I like that name. Ooh, and Afrina Lucky is here. Hey, I have a Cancer moon too. Awesome. Welcome. All right. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Um, uh, yeah, something you must be feeling very unstable right now. Um, yeah, I'm definitely getting some kind of loss, financial loss. Uh, you could be feeling, if it's the kind of thing where you lost your job or somehow you took some major financial hit and you're just trying to figure out how to how to navigate this, how to bounce back. You have some kind of gift in your back pocket, but I feel like you're not, maybe you feel like it's a little bit too, like you haven't established yourself enough in some way, so you can't really rely on it. You're maybe, if you're in a place where you're struggling, or you're kind of feeling desperate, like, oh my god, I have to pay my rent next week and I don't have the money. What do I do? It's like it takes away your excitement, your drive for a new beginning. um there's confusion confusion about what to do, how to proceed, what to do next. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna look at my book again. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm learning how to read cards reversed. So learning. So I have to look in my book sometimes. Um, so Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, reliance on others. This book is saying overindulgence. It's possible you overspent somehow. Maybe things were going really good and then, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who overindulged, who overspent. The Page of Wands, find it. Page of Wands in reverse, close mindedness, self doubt. Yeah, I feel like there's self doubt here. And and again, there's this loss. Like, how do you bounce back from something? How do you move in a new direction? You want to, but you're having trouble focusing. And with that Ace of Wands, lack of ambition, directionless, distractions, delays. Yeah, you're having trouble focusing on what to do next. You're distracted by what you're being faced with. Maybe this situation has put you in a place where you're like dreaming about how nice it would be for things to be better, for things to be back on track. But whatever this is, whatever the loss it is you've sustained, it's happening because it's supposed to force you to lean into something that you haven't up to this point, is what I'm getting. It's like, and you're resisting it for some reason. There's definitely an end here, I think. Or there's somehow you're, I don't know, trying not to get too explainy. Let me keep going. I'm gonna look at my um Tarot of Transcendence. Two of Pentacles. Three of Swords in reverse. And the Five of Wands in reverse. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Here you are. This is you getting your mojo back. So whether everything happened in the past and now you're coming out of it, or you're still in that place where you're like, you're kind of reeling from the loss, either way, this speaks to you coming to a place where you're figuring your stuff out. You're learning how to balance your time, your resources. You're learning, maybe you have, you know, in order to come out on top of this situation, you have to do a lot more things than you're used to or than you were doing before. So, for example, you know, maybe you decide to pick up a second job, or you're doing some kind of side hustle, or you decide, okay, I have this gift, I have something that I can offer. I don't really know if it's going to be very well received, but I'm desperate. And kind of introducing this thing that you into the world, into your schedule, like it's a lot more for you to handle, at least for now, but it's moving you out of the heartbreak that you've experienced from whatever loss that was, and you're moving away from any kind of internal conflict, internal struggle. It's like the more you do this thing, the more you're like, wow, yeah, this feels right. I actually feel really good. I'm happy doing this. You're going to start to see what I just said, which is this all needed to break down for a reason so that you could finally lean into this thing that's always been there. But for whatever reason, you weren't using it or doing it or whatever. Yeah, you were just, you kept thinking, oh, this isn't a big deal. I can't make money doing this thing, whatever. It's something like that. Sorry, I keep saying whatever. I gotta stop doing that. um I love this Two of Pentacles because she's having a good time. She's balancing herself. This is becoming very balanced and enjoying yourself as you do it, whatever this thing is. And we have ships here at the bottom. Maybe this involves travel. Maybe you're thinking about moving. Maybe someone's traveling to you. Maybe you're bringing people to you. Whatever this is, it's taking you out of any kind of heartbreak, and you're not, if there was any kind of conflict you were dealing with other people, that's ending. You're not interested in arguing with anybody. You're taking back your power, and you're like, well, I can only do the best that I can do. So I'm going to share what I can and trust that's going to be enough, which it turns out it is. And it's all about you being like, all right, I'm taking those steps. I'm doing the things. You're turning this around. And the blessings are inevitable. They're coming. So going with my guardian tarot, my creepy tree friends. Three of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. King of Wands. This feels to me like you're walking away from a community, a group of people. You're gaining some kind of clarity. You've probably looked at your options, and you're realizing that maybe what you were considering before, or who you were involved with before, they were not a good option. And you're walking away from that. There's a breaking down of a connection or a community, a group of friends. You're not on the same page with them anymore. And this is speaking to you, King of Wands. He's my hell yes guy. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. This is you stepping into your power and being like, taking inspired action, going for it, going for what you want, getting very clear, very, very clear on what it is you want. And you've got someone or something in your sights. You're looking. I have the feeling you're thinking about going somewhere. Maybe there's somebody that you're going towards, a friend, a family member, potential new love interest or current love interest. Maybe they're not where you are. It's you deciding. You're saying, you know what? I got to put myself first. I have to follow my own inner directive. I have to follow my desires, my passion, what really lights me up. And this gift that you have, it comes so easy to you, and you really enjoy it. And you're like, you know what? Okay, I'm clear now. This is what I need to do. And this is about you taking those steps, getting out of that arm, getting out of the chair, and actually moving forward to all the blessings. Let me go with the cat tarot. Judgment. Scorpio. And also Libra. And I haven't really been calling out the signs too much. That's all right. Seven of Wands. and the Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords. Sweet. This is so good because you're making this judgment call. You're looking at the past. You're realizing where you may have compromised yourself or compromised others in what you were doing. It Whatever loss you have uh, dealt with, whatever you've experienced, it's it's put you in this place of really learning some major lesson and realizing what you will and won't put up with anymore. It's put you in this place of being willing to stand up and defend yourself and defend this new path that you want to take. You're most interested now in, like, if anybody shows up, okay, let's say you decide that you're going to start a new business and doing this thing that you're really good at and you really enjoy. And people might come to you and be like, but that's not smart. That's, you know, um, you need to focus on your stability, and what about your family, and what about all the, all the things that people tell you, and you're like, no, no thanks. I'm like, I need to do this for myself. You're defending yourself and your choice for, I feel, moving in a new direction, and you're moving away from any kind of turbulence and conflict that you've dealt with in the past. You're moving away from the naysayers and the people who maybe they don't want you to go in this new direction because it means they're going to sustain some kind of loss because now you're not giving to them anymore. You're moving towards your own blessings. And unfortunately, um, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a blessing for others. But that's the thing. I feel like you've compromised yourself a lot. You've given up your independence, possibly. You found yourself feeling this loss, and you're realizing that it's because you weren't honoring yourself. You were putting everybody else first. And you're like, "Oh, well, I can't help anybody else if I'm at the bottom, if I'm struggling, if I'm down on my knees." And so you're like pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. You're like, "Okay, I don't want to deal with conflict. I want to go to where you're moving away." You could be literally moving away from your community, or from certain people, a certain person. You are you're done with the drama. And the act of doing this is what brings in the blessings. It's like the universe is like, "Yes, well done. You've learned your lesson, or you're learning your lesson, and here you go. Here's your reward. There's gifts." So this gift could be, um, it kind of may feel like a gift from the universe, where you're like, "I don't even know, something big is coming, is being given to you, is being showered upon you." And you're like, "But I didn't even do anything. I'm just doing this thing that I love." And but that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing, because now you're in alignment with your purpose, your mission, with your hell yes. You're yeah. Okay. So I want to finish. I'm going to go with the elemental oracle. I'm not finishing, but this is going a little bit long. Just going with it. Elemental oracle. Volcanoes and power. Yes, that's right. 9, and exchanging gifts breaks down to a 9 as well. You're getting your power back because because of following your hell yes. It's like, whatever this thing is you're doing, Just by doing it, it feels so good. It instantly elevates you. Doesn't matter if it feels easy. It feels easy because you're supposed to do it. Um, you're getting your power back. Passion, the soul, number 14. Yeah, you're seeing things in a whole new way. This is this is what you're meant to do. Your soul is lit up. This way. It's like there's a rebirth here. There's grief about what you're leaving behind, perhaps, who you're leaving behind, but it's a part of the growth. It's a part of you moving into your greatness, into it's a huge transformation, and this often happens where when we transform in such a fundamental way, inevitably there will be people who fall by the wayside, who we just don't align with anymore. We're not a vibrational match anymore. And it's sad to let that go, especially I feel like water signs tend to be very, very loyal and committed, sometimes long past when they should. And it can be really hard to let connections go that you've known these people for a really long time. You've been friends since you were a kid. You've been together, as a high school sweetheart, like whatever the scenario is, even family, it's like, but they're family. Well, sometimes we're not on the same page anymore. And we have oceans and bravery, number 30. I'm telling you, if you don't know, if you're not if you're not aware, I feel like you're moving or you're definitely traveling. You're deciding to um, go somewhere, do something that you've always wanted to do since you were a kid, or do something that just like makes you feel excited and like playful, that playful optimism that you had when you were a kid. You're coming back to yourself. You're This transformation is your power is coming from allowing yourself to be vulnerable, knowing, being in that childlike place of wonder and optimism, being brave. You you're taking a leap of faith somehow because it feels good, because it's fun, and because you can't something else has happened. You can't go back to where you were anyway. It's something has disintegrated, it's crumbled, and it was painful. But now you're moving through it, and it's a whole new lease on life. So let me get a rune card. Laguz. I feel like you're going somewhere where there's water. There's so much water around here. Going to the ocean, going somewhere where you're out in nature for sure. And this is somewhere where you can really relax. Maybe you're going somewhere sunny, somewhere tropical, turtles there, which to me represent longevity and also wisdom. Turtles live to be very, very old. This is like a deep inner wisdom that's bubbling up within you. Yeah. It's like once you land on that hell yes, once you get that clarity, which I feel like it's coming really fast if it's not here yet, you're just like, this is a huge aha moment for you. This is a major epiphany, and you're just like, I know what I need to do now. I know where I want to go. I'm going somewhere somewhere else. Maybe, and yeah, if you're just deciding to travel, you're like, I'm going to that place I've always wanted to go. Um, anyway, Laguz. See if I can find it. I will eventually. Just always takes a minute. These pages are not numbered. Okay, back here. Here we go. Laguz. Laguz is the rune card representing water, and I love that because I'm doing the water sign reading. And water is a universal symbol for emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you are being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. Tears can be very cleansing. Yeah, see, we have the tears here. Tears can be very cleansing, and emotions should be acknowledged and openly expressed. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live your life to the full. This rune also shines a light on the importance of being guided by your intuition, which expresses itself through feelings. What are your emotions trying to tell you? And you know, those with water in their chart tend to be ruled by their emotions anyway. And maybe you were forced to shove your emotions down, or you've been ignoring them. And this is all about like letting it all come to the surface, because what that's what wakes you up. That's what makes you realize where you've been and where you want to go. Another association with this card is the need for renewal. Perhaps rigid ideas are holding you back or stifling your creativity, and it is time to be more open minded and let the past go and start anew. Meditating beside a lake or river or visiting the seaside may help release creative blocks and bring renewed energy and inspiration. Passion, power, volcanoes. This is your soul. This is your soul's calling. This is your soul waking up and being like, let's go. Oceans. I mean, I love this. Everything is pointing you towards your destiny. This is what you're meant to do. This is why you were put here on the planet. You have something amazing to bring to the world. And the world is waiting, is so excited. Doesn't know it yet. They will be, though. And all the blessings will be yours. It's going to be better than you can even imagine. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.